Tosh Show. Tosh Show. Tosh Show for show. Hey guys, guess what? It's time for a Tosh Show emergency pod. Eddie, hit the sirens. Now you're probably wondering why I'm dressed like the Capital One guy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It does look like that. Yeah.
He looks like a fucking idiot. I hate that guy.
Big hands.
No, what's that?
He's got big hands.
I don't give a shit if he's got big hands. Guys, this emergency pod is serious.
Okay,
we're talking NBA. So I put on a dumb jacket so I look like an NBA draft pick. And now some people right now may go, oh, I don't care about the NBA. Good. Turn this off. It's not for you. Nobody watches basketball. Fuck you. Everyone watches basketball. You don't watch basketball. I care about basketball. We're going to talk about basketball. And if you haven't been watching this year's playoffs, you've missed out. All right. Oh, by the way, congratulations to Dallas on winning the first rigged pick of the draft.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. You know who is that? That GM is like, oh, thank God. We can draft another white superstar to lead the Mavericks for the next 20 years or 6 years and then fucking trade him to L.A. when the barbecue here in Dallas gets them all fat and doughy. I can't believe they won. But I do want to point out, as a Miami Heat fan, that had they not, they were the 10 seed and got their way into the playoffs through the stupid play-in games to only get blown out by 70 each night in Cleveland, they would have had that same probability, the 11th seed, and that would have been their first pick. But I'm sure Pat Riley saw that and realized that's not what we want to do. By the way, I don't know what you watch, Ed, the games on your YouTube TV, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When it asked me, do you want to watch it on TNT or True TV? I'm like, what? Who in the fuck is picking True TV? The only people watching the playoffs on True TV are the Impractical Jokers. True TV is the first option. I scroll past it every single time. I don't know. Are there different announcers?
I don't know. I've never done it either.
Do they slime you?
It's like,
ugh. Another thing that's really annoying me now, I'm glad that we have replay. Of course it should go faster, but knock it off with the players after every single foul going, Coach, challenge, I didn't touch him. Shut the fuck up. You're a role player. It's the beginning of the first quarter. Nobody's challenging this play. Get back on defense. No one cares if you foul out. No, I didn't touch the ball last. Okay, calm down. We'll review it if the play is important. If I was a coach and one of my players did this, I would be like, okay, we have to bench you because you're dumb. You think we don't understand? We have one job over here. It's to call timeouts and fucking review a few plays. All right, let's talk about Cleveland now. Leave it to Cleveland. The most Cleveland thing in the world. Win games when they don't matter and then shit the bed when it does. You know, you did the best regular season in franchise history. Go ahead and shove that up your depressing ass. By the way, when people talk about like Detroit being depressing, I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? And I know it's it's almost hack talking about how awful Cleveland is. But you tell me, you can live in Gaza or Cleveland. I'm picking Gaza every time. Speaking of depressing, poor Boston. Hate him or really hate him? You know, watching Tatum go down, I was just hoping. I was like, oh, please be another Paul Pierce shitting his pants scenario. They're just carting you off because there's just shit everywhere. But no, he's done. I have a theory that he wanted to leave and not be seen in that series because he was the only good-looking fella. If you look at both those teams, man, are they ugly.
top to bottom.
I'm not talking about their play. Their play is great, but physically, man, they are all ugly. Karl Anthony Towns, his posture, just walking around, his neck comes out the front of his torso. Jaylen Brown's, his eyes are too close together. That seems weird. Thibodeau, you don't go after another man's hair when you yourself are balding. Well, I did something about mine early on when it started to thin. I can't imagine if I had 4 hairs left. Like, I'm going to hang on to them and slick them back. That's so weird, especially when you're a basketball coach where every angle that you're shot at is from above. Like, doesn't he watch some game tape and see himself occasionally go, oh, that looks horrible. I should buzz my head. What about Jalen Brunson? I mean, Mr. Clutch. The guy physically looks like he should work security at the farmer's market. I've never once seen him crack a smile. Just constant. I'm like, bro, you're making millions and millions of dollars. You're in New York City and you're the best player. Smile. Nope. Guy's got no soul whatsoever. Who are the other ugly people in that series? Physical. I'm just talking about physical appearances. I'm just cutting men apart.
Derek White.
Men being cruel to men. Derek White?
Yeah.
That's an odd look. I don't know what's wrong with him. That lineage line looks like it's a little overlapping. Peyton Pritchard? Oh, man. How neat to be sitting in section 350 and get your name called. You're playing. What? I just live here in Boston.
You're in,
All right, here I go. I mean, if you were to tell me that he is a world-class athlete, I would be like, no, not this guy. By the way, Porzingis. Rarely can you be, a Latvian, 7 foot whatever, and be not the ugly duckling.
Yeah.
Somehow he looks like, oh, he looks okay. That just shows you what kind of monsters that you're surrounded by. Then they show the celebrities and they're ugly, even in New York. Supposed to be a glamorous city. I'm just looking at all these old Knicks players. I'm looking at Spike Lee. Tracy Morgan's on the courtside seat just vomiting. What is happening? I mean, come on. Let's get some sex appeal in there, guys. That's what you do with your draft pick. You've clearly got a team that can play. Let's get some hunks on the court. I mean, I know I'm a homer, but I long for a Dan Marley. Remember how good-looking he was?
Good-looking guy.
Oh, my goodness. Just with a nice tan on the court. Looking cool. Yeah. Well, anyway, sorry to Boston. But, you won it all last year. Nobody feels... I tell you, this generation of people in Boston, who our whatchamacallit guy, our buddy.
Teamster.
Our Teamster president said it best. Is this generation of kids in Boston that grew up with nothing but winners.
Yeah. They
They have no idea how bad their parents had it. Minnesota, Golden State. This is tough to watch. What's the over-under on if Draymond takes someone's life? This is why we got Jimmy Butler. For moments like they said this. They said this constantly when they were winning meaningless games at the end of the season. I mean, they weren't meaningless to them, but they weren't tough games. This is why we got Jimmy Butler. And I'm like, guys, wait till he starts missing at the rim. It's so annoying. It's constant. I've watched it every play. Oh, he'll just miss buckets so close. No, not playoff Jimmy. Playoff Jimmy. Is he helping you? They're not saying it now. They're not saying, this is why we brought him here. Now that it's like, oh, well, you kind of need Steph. I mean, listen, injuries happen, of course, but you beat the Warriors without Steph. We're going to put an asterisk next to it. That's like saying, in the 90s, oh, we beat the Bulls. You beat the Bulls with Jordan? No. That year and a half period where he was playing T-ball because his dad's gambling problem. Oh, well, it's not really beating the Bulls then, is it? My point is, you're not beating the Warriors if Steph played every game. And finally, the OKC Denver. Oh, the Nuggets. My favorite thing to watch at an OKC game when they're playing at home is if the team starts out cold and watching the fans get winded, having to stand until their team makes the first bucket of the night and they can all sit down. It's actually nice that that team gives out T-shirts to everyone because Lord knows their fashion sense in Oklahoma. Oklahoma might be the only place where people are buying tickets to the game so that they get the T-shirt. I'm actually positive a lot of the people show up without a shirt on. They're like, oh, well, we get a shirt when we get there. You know why they never do those give outs in LA? at a Lakers game because Laker fans aren't going to put on a gross T-shirt. They're just no one's going to. Oh, you want me to put this thick, beefy tee over my outfit? Yeah, it's not going to happen. That's cute. I'll give it to my gardener. I'll let them wash the car with it. God help us if Denver makes it to the finals again. I know Jokic is an amazing talent. Great. He's unwatchable. Jokic might be the least entertaining athlete to watch in the history of athletes. It's like if you planted a tree in the middle of the court and waited for it to grow. And they're like, well, why don't we give that tree $51 million a year? I don't even know if he understands that he's getting paid that much money. Like, you probably don't have to pay him. Maybe he thinks these are pickup games and just tons of people come to watch because it's the US of A. Eddie, who do you think's going to win the Larry O'Brien trophy? And I'll give you $1 million if you can tell me who the fuck Larry O'Brien is.
No, I don't even know. I don't get the connection.
Oh, geez. All right. I have no idea. I've never wanted to know. Well, lucky for us, we only have 4 more weeks of NBA playoffs. At least it's entertaining.
Yep.
We got 4 more weeks, and then just MLB and WNBA, and I'm sure I think the pickleball tour picks back up. All right, give me the siren.
Wow, wow.
No. Shot clock. Okay.